How's it going, everybody? It's Charlie and welcome back to the Chatting Leeds YouTube channel. It's time for Bitesize Leeds. You know how it goes. All the latest goings on in the wonderful world of Leeds United Football Club, transfer news, general Leeds news, it all goes down on Bitesize Leeds. So just before I get into it, smash that like button, please subscribe, share all of your thoughts and opinions in the comment section down below, and let's get into it. So then, everyone, let's get straight into it. So the first bit of news that I just want to briefly speak about, obviously, we signed Rasmus Christensen last night. If you haven't already, go check out my instant reaction to that signing that I uploaded last night. It's only very brief. It's just an instant reaction. So 2 signings confirmed now early on in the window, which is good to see, but we need to keep progressing now. We need at least another 3 or 4, I reckon, to have had a really good window. And the first bit of news is some transfer news, and apparently Leeds United have been linked with a attacker from Bordeaux in the French League, and he goes by the name of Albert Ellis. I'll be honest, I don't proclaim to know everything about this guy, but I've had a quick look on YouTube, had a look at a few articles that have been written about him, and yeah, it all seems really positive. But again, as I keep saying, these rumours need to start making sense. They need to start being concrete. Obviously, we've heard about Tati Castellanos, we've heard about Albert Ellis, we've heard about Junior Adamu. You know, whoever it is that we bring in, we need to get another striker in. I think Albert Ellis is a player that I think would fit this Leeds United system. He seems really physical, really good on the ball, decent numbers in the Ligue as well last season. So yeah, I think he would be a really good acquisition. However, it's the credibility of this source. Obviously, I've seen it on a few outlets, but they don't look credible enough, in my opinion. I do think, in terms of attacking options, that Leeds have got most of their eggs in the Castellanos basket. I do think that's one that Angus and Victor are trying to work on, as they have been seen out in New York. And he plays for New York, of course. So if we're going to bring any attacker in at the minute, I think it will be him. However, I can understand why players like Albert Ellis are being linked with Leeds, as I think he would be the right mould of striker. As I've said, we've got Bamford, we've got Joffe, who are great strikers. I think whoever we're bringing is probably going to have to compete for a spot. But like I keep saying, this Australian tour is coming up quick, and I think we'll get a real sense of what Marsh is wanting to do in this upcoming season from the pre-season games. So it'll be a good insight, won't it, to see how that goes. Moving on then to some news about Kalvin Phillips again. The only reason why I'm discussing it is that there's been a slight development. Basically, there's a news story at the minute suggesting that Man City will be making an official bid, an official approach to Leeds for Kalvin Phillips after his England duty is done, which I believe is, I think we play we play Italy on Saturday. I think that's the last game of these internationals. So once that's done, you might start hearing a lot of noise about Kalvin Phillips next week. But then I'm hearing that apparently he has stated that he wants to stay at Leeds and sign a new deal. So I think it's all down to Kalvin himself, really. I get it's the Premier League champions. I get it would be a good wage. But is he going to play every week? No. Is he going to play in the Champions League all the time? Probably not. So I think he should stay at Leeds and at least give us another season, maybe follow what Jack Grealish did. I've mentioned it previously. Sign a new deal, and then if we're in a similar boat, he can go for a big fee and we can use that money to reinvest. But do I think Kalvin will stay? At this minute, I do think he'll stay. But will the money talk? Will the lure of trophies and Champions League football talk? We will soon see. And finally, on this morning's instalment, guys, it has only been a quick one, but I just thought I'd get a few stories out there that I've heard over the last 24 hours. Obviously, it's well known that Leeds United need a backup goalkeeper to kind of be a mentor, familiar, a shoulder to lean on in tough moments, because I don't think he's had that this season. He's had a real dip in form this season, and he's not had an experienced head in the squad who's a goalkeeper to actually talk about it with and get feedback and stuff like that. Now, we have been linked with Ben Foster, who has just left Watford. He hasn't retired. He said he does want to stay in the Premier League, and apparently he's waxed lyrical about Leeds on his podcast that he does. He always speaks about how Ellen Road's a great stadium to go play. Basically, he was saying, Leeds, come and get me. And I think Ben Foster would be the perfect experienced head to have in this squad. Played for Man United, at a decent level. He's played for West Brom, Watford. He's played a lot of games in the Premier League. I do think Ben Foster is a no-brainer. Is a free as well. It's a free transfer. He won't want a lot of money, I don't think. It makes sense, just bring him in. Leeds have made it clear that they would want an experienced goalkeeper to partner Meslier. I think Ben Foster's openly said as well that he wouldn't necessarily expect to be playing every week. I think he just wants to keep fit. He'll probably play in the cup games or maybe the odd league game if Ilan has a dip in form. But at least if Ilan does have a dip in form, we've got an experienced, decent keeper to come in and play for him. Yes, Clarkson played well in that game against Wolves, but other than that, we haven't really got a lot of numbers. He hasn't got a lot of credit in the bank. Ben Foster does. So I personally think it's a no-brainer. Like I said, it won't cost us anything other than wages. Free transfer, experienced Premier League goalkeeper, get him in. There's John Ruddy, anyone who's played at a decent level in the Premier League, decent age, decent experience. Please go and get them Leeds, because we need it. We need it so much. But I think Ben Foster is the better option, and he is one that I'd have any day of the week, and hopefully Leeds can make contact with him and get that deal done. But that brings us to the end of this morning's instalment of Bitesize Leeds, people. I really hope that you've enjoyed it. Smash that like button. Please subscribe and share all of your thoughts and opinions in the comment section down below. And I'll see you in the next instalment. See you later, guys. Thank you.